Hey everybody, hope you all are doing alright. So just again, thanks for the supportive and positive comments. Especially right now, because my mom sent me a text earlier when I was in the desert. Out in the desolate area of a desert, and she sent me a text saying that she wrote me a letter, and she emailed it to me. And I'd asked her if she wouldn't mind. I feel like the ocean. I don't know what's up with the New Mexico thing, but I've been drawn to the ocean. I love the ocean. I was born in California. There's a lot of citrus there. The temperature's fucking great. And I wouldn't mind seeing what it's like there. I just asked her if she wouldn't mind getting me a bus ticket to Florida, and I looked at the prices. It's only like $184. It's really not that expensive at all. It's not that much. Not even asking her to send me any money or anything like that. And she said no. I didn't think she would say yeah, but I just thought I'd ask, because I did not want to come to Arizona. I didn't fight her on it, and that was, in retrospect, my mistake or lesson to learn, because in my heart I was like, Arizona just didn't really feel right. Things weren't going good with my former associates, friends, whatever you want, I don't even know what they are, but I just didn't feel like fighting her. I was just like, oh, whatever, it's what mom says, I'm just gonna go with it. So here I am. But the ocean, New Mexico is another desert, man. It's not the most hospitable place for a human being. It really isn't. We need water. We need fruit. Everything that is in this desert has to get shipped most things have to get shipped from somewhere else. It's not a good place to live. It's year round like this. So, and there's people I'd like to meet out there. I know Joy talked about wanting to go to Florida. So, I don't know. I still feel like I'm always playing catch up with her streams, and for some reason there's two YouTube channels, Miss Merlin's Angelic Alchemy. I try to click on her videos and they don't play. They just don't play. And then also Josh Shamanic, his YouTube channel. I'm just not able to watch his videos. First time that's happened to me. So I just wanted to share that and say that I'm working. I've put so I answered some Craigslist ads today. I called a dude who had a Craigslist ad for just twirling a sign around for $12 an hour. I'll do that, man. It won't be that hard to make a couple $100 to get a bus ticket to go to Florida. Even if I do have to hitchhike, I'd still like to have some cash to be able to throw the person and pay for some food and shit like that. But it's not that hard, to really get somewhere when you really want to. These shoes to me are a sign that more traveling is to come. I needed them anyway, but I take it as a real good sign. So getting those shoes, but upon reading my mom's letter, she sent me some stuff saying that she's going to let me go and she's not enabling me anymore, and she feels like she has for 20 years, and she has. There's a lot that's gone on, man, and maybe I'll talk more about it later, but she thinks I have a hormone imbalance, and she thinks I'm delusional and what I'm trying to do with YouTube and my life and my dreams and all these things, and it's strange coming from her, because as I've mentioned months in the past, she's the one who came to me and told me before I went to New Orleans that immaculate conception is in our bloodline. And she also told me that when she was younger, she used to have dreams of saving the world. That's just the shit she shared with me. I didn't try to pull that out of her or anything. But now she's just, she's let go. She's the first time she's ever sent me a letter like that saying she's gonna let me go. And she talks about how all the homeless people in Portland have issues, and she's right. Yeah, there's some wild cats out in Portland, man. You'll hear people just screaming and yelling and singing and doing all sorts of crazy shit. But you hear that hit, you hear that here too, you know. This is a lifestyle choice of mine that I prefer. And even right now, like, this is day 2 of me being completely sober. I haven't had any marijuana, any kratom, any beer. I'm smoking cigarettes and caffeine, but like that I haven't had 2 days like that since living in Portland in a very long time. So it's hard for her and others to relate to who I am. You know, being a soldier, but it's like I can't just go join the United States military because I don't agree with their principles. I don't. I made that my mind a very long time ago. So it's like, what am I supposed to do? And I try to just fight the good fight the best way I know how. And that's led me to the 13th son and this and that. And it's just, you know, I'm here now. I know what I know. And it's funny too, because right before I left Oregon, like as I showed you equip the Angels channel, like they were getting into showing how hemp can combat the sickness that's going on. And it's like they still, like, you know, that years ago I told them about this when the whole thing started. I was like, hey, look into hemp, like it can help, it can cure, and they didn't fucking want to believe me. And now there's even proof coming from scientists, OHSU, a very renowned fucking hospital they know very well, and it's like they still don't have faith. So, but I get it, she's trying to be a protective mother, and she doesn't want to fucking, you know, she really doesn't like me being houseless. And I know she grew up dirt poor and she's had to work very hard to where she's at. So seeing her son doing these things probably brings back a lot of painful memories of her childhood. But to be honest, this really is the way I like to live. It's not easy sometimes. It can be rough. It can be lonely. But it's more alive to me. It's more lively. It's more raw than living in the cities, than working a 9 to 5 and doing the same fucking routine every day. It is what it is, and I do have a higher ambition. I do have a higher purpose to help bring people together in a like-minded way. I'm not trying to just get all fucked up. You know, yeah, I got my issues I'm still working on, but you know, even with indulging in certain things, you can still do good work. And I think through the good work and the good community and the good teamwork and all that, there'll be a sense, a type of vibrational frequency, a vibe, to where we don't have to get so toxic. We don't have to get so messed up. You know, we're not going to want to, because we have so much good love and energy around us. That helps out the sustenance. But when you're just locked in your room all day, not knowing what the fuck you want to do with your life, with this intense passion, and you have all these drugs and alcohol and things that just quell yourself, it's just like, it's just, for somebody like me, it's too easy, man. You know, I've thought about locking myself up too, because, you know, it's like, damn, sometimes I am my worst own enemy. But once you really find your purpose, or a purpose that seems to align with who you are, that fills the void. You know, it does help fill the void. It helps give me something to wake up and work on every morning or every day, or just, I try to. You know, some days I'm not as good as others, but you know, but it's really interesting when your family and stuff like that kind of gives you the, I mean, she did it in a very loving way, but, you know, even the way, like, the letters thing, like, that's always kind of been our family thing, is, like, we're not good about being real with our talk. Like, you know, that would have been a conversation that, you know, we could have had, but it might have gotten, you know, confrontational. But, you know, just even sending a letter like that is but again, she is, as well as my father, they've always been very standoffish with their emotions and how they really feel, and they've always been so busy with their lives that they haven't had the time to really sit down and discuss things in the realest and rawest moment that they are. So in my opinion, that's just how I felt. And I've kind of given up on talking with my dad about deep shit, because he always tells me, oh, it's not the right time, it's not the right time, it's not the right time. So it's just like, fine, dude, it just doesn't seem like it's ever the right time. And my mother's been kind of the same way. Because I think in her heart, she knows what I'm doing, what I'm perpetuating, what I'm speaking about is what can help change humanity. I know she volunteers and she does a lot of really good deeds, and she's helped me out a lot in her own ways, but that's just not enough, in my opinion, to change the society. You know, that's good works and good karma and things that help out people, but, you know, there are larger plans, there are larger ideas, there are larger ideals that you can implement and help perpetuate in this world that can change it in a larger way.
but you got to stick to it, and you got to know there's going to be a lot of resistance. A lot of times the resistance comes from those closest around you. So anyways, all right, I love you guys. Take care.